Welcome. It's Saturday night, and we're feeling all right with free live tarot readings. Larry, hello. How are you doing? Larry, you having a good weekend so far? Hope everything is awesome. You're relaxing, having a fun weekend, because I need... Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate your feedback on the class. I need to shuffle some cards, which is far away from the microphone now, which is better. Before, the microphone was right next to my cards. When I shuffled them, it was a bad sound. Good evening, CM and Lansto. Hello, how are you? Doing a bit of card warm up here, getting some shuffling in. I have not shuffled these in a bit. These are kind of hard to shuffle just because there's so many, and they're so huge. So, G.A. Peach, hello, how's it going? Pagan Situations, how are you? Anthony, what is going on? Always Divine, best name ever. Thank you for joining Always Divine. White Unicorn, Vicky Dolphin, Marby. Hey, how is everyone tonight? It is Saturday night. Hope everyone having a fantastic weekend and everything is going great. It is nice and 70 degrees today, so I'm enjoying the weather. Because it has been freezing. It has been freezing for the past few days for sure. All right, get a few shuffles in there. When you're using your iPhone, do you wire it to your computer? No. The iPhone has a YouTube app on it. What does he think about me now? I left the city without letting him know, and it seems like it made him upset. Well, if you left the city without letting me know, it would make me upset too. Bethany, hey, how's it going? Annie Law, White Unicorn, hello. Hey, Ba, hello as well. And Vicky, Marby, Catherine Home, welcome. Missy Joy, welcome as well. We got the whole gang here tonight. We are checking it out. Okay, so Lansto wants to know, LR, let's see. I left the city. Is he upset? I think that's the question. What does he think about me now? I left the city. Is he upset? Okay, what is a good left the city? Is he upset? Now, we don't want the love screen. I think the love screen is a bit premature for this. Mama Bear, hello. How is it going? Met with Gal on Friday. Think he said what you read word for word. This will be well worth your money. Oh, that's awesome. That is cool. Always Divine says, yep. Okay, so let's use some different tarot tonight. I want to use the, where did it go? Oh, here it is. I want to use the, this tarot here, the Druid Craft Tarot. One of my favorites, Vanita. Hey, how's it going? New sub. How I do on my ELA test so far. All right. We're checking this out right now. We're going for somebody left the city and they want to know, is somebody upset? The today's show, I learned a lot. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in there. I appreciate it. So yeah, I mean, we do have them. Well, yeah, I mean, we got a bit of upset going on here. We got a bit of that upset feels going on here. So the tower sort of means that, it was a bit kind of sudden. And they, not exactly the best news for them, you leaving the city, etc. So yeah, I mean, the tower says is you did disrupt some things. Are they going to be happy about that? Of course not. And you sort of knew that, right? Because you're asking the question, like, is this person going to be upset if I leave the city? Is this person going to be upset with this or that? I think you pretty much already knew that you had instigated a tower situation to where it was sort of an abrupt thing. And a lot of things sort of, dislodged from that, as you see with most towers. Now, that is one of the things as well, because you're looking at a situation where they thought everything was going peacefully. They didn't think it was that serious. So one of the factors when you're dealing with people is sometimes they just don't know what your intentions are. And then when you act on those intentions, and you had not communicated those. Wolfie, hey, good to see you again. Vanita Jean's good to see you again as well. But when you acted on those intentions, they didn't think that you were going to do that. So a lot of times we try to predict what their partner's doing, and when they do something drastic, we're taken by surprise. So I think they were taken by surprise with that, as well as they think that you disrupted a lot by leaving. So you did do a bit of disruption when you left. All right. So they do want to communicate with you again. They do want to talk to you again. They want to get things sorted out. And that's going to be sort of difficult, right, to get that balance back. It may not be possible. Maybe a situation where the balance may never come back, but they do want it to come back. And I think it's important to them to get that as well. You know, what you do from here is going to be your own choice, obviously, but don't be blinded by the past. Make sure that you sort of open up to the future as well. If somebody is willing to change and they're willing to accommodate you, or they're willing to alter their behaviors for you due to a tower situation that sort of woke them up, then they may be able to do that. So be aware that this person may have an incentive to fix things, or have an incentive to get back together. They will be contacting you again. So just kind of a mixture of things going on there. Etudes, hello, how is it going? Little Smalls wants to know, how do we do? Is there a list? There's no list, Little Smalls. We got donations take priority, and then I pick at random. And I pick at random because I don't want 30 job readings in a row kind of thing. So I just sort of pick the questions that are interesting in between donations, and then we go from there. Pagan Situations, hello, how is it going? What sort of place will I live in the future? Let's see. Do you see any new love coming for me? Chosen the right path. I want to know if I've chosen the right path. That's interesting. Missy Joy wants to know, will I find peace moving away? I miss my home state. Let's find out about that. I think Missy Joy's question is kind of interesting. Let's see. Will I find peace moving away? Because we have a lot of cards that are moving. We have a lot of cards that are moving around. We have a lot of cards in tarot that are doing that. And I do want to check some of those out. Again, we're going to use some unusual decks tonight that you haven't seen before. One of which is going to be the Bonfire Tarot. So don't know if you've seen this. We used this morning. It's not a Jiwan Geo. Hey, how's it going? And Jin Bo and Dragon Girl. Hello, how's it going? I'm moving into holistic life. That's cool. Lenny Hill, sorry. Welcome. It's good to see you. All right. So this is the Bonfire Tarot. This is a pretty cool deck. I don't use it a lot. I'm trying to get it more into the rotation. I like to have a bit of variety when we do some decks, not the same ones over and over. I like to see a variety because I am ADHD and I get bored within 10 seconds of just about everything. So having a rotation of tarot keeps me interested. Bonfire is a very busy deck indeed. Jenny with a G, hello, how are you? All right, let's find out about this, about moving away. Don't do one more card. And like you see, I pick cards at random through the deck too. I don't go from there to there. We have, oh, look at this. We have a movement card. Look at this. Look at how cool this is. So you definitely have a definitive answer to your question. So let's see, will I find peace moving away? So the Eight of Wands is our movement card. This is our movement card. And it is right beside the Tower. Okay, so let's discuss what this means. By the way, I'm doing a complete course on when you get a question about moving, for example, what cards are important. When you get a question about love, what cards are important. So this is going to sort of go with that theme here. So the Eight of Wands are our default movement card into the Tower. So we're migrating from your movement into this drastic change. We're migrating from your movement into a big change. I think that if you move, so will I find peace moving away? You're going to find a lot of change moving away. So if you're expecting to move and then suddenly, magically, everything is peaceful, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Brianna, hello. How's it going? It's good to see you, Brianna. I appreciate you joining. Tabby Wabby, what a great name. Hello, how are you? Divine Light, hey, how's it going? There is a lot going on in this deck indeed. So if you're moving, okay, let's say we had Eight of Wands, and then we had, let's say, the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you'd find peace. But we don't have that combo. We have the Eight of Wands into the Tower. So no, you're not going to find peace. You're going to find a lot of change. You're going to find a drastic change. It's going to be very different. I think what you're expecting is the grass is greener over on the other side. But I think once you get there, the grass may not be as green as you're hoping. I think you're going to move anyway. I think we're going to move anyway. And that's pointed to by the Chariot, right? We have the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Chariot. So the tarot cards are basically just, pushing reality into our face here that you're going to move. The Eight of Wands into the Tower means it's not going to be what you expect. The King of Wands means you're going to have a level of control over what you find there. The Chariot points to you're going to move anyway. You're going to move anyway. You're going from the King to the Knight of Wands. It's an interesting transition. And we have an intermediary card of the Chariot. So it's like you basically decide to move. You're just like, whatever, I'm going to move. I don't care. And, Vanita, by the way, there's the question, MJ, will I find peace moving away? Lisa, hello. How is it going? Lisa, is this your friend? Is this your friend that you said you can't trust? I believe from yesterday. Anyway, but yeah, you're going to move. You're going to go to the King of Wands. I think you're just going to eventually decide to move. You move. You don't regret it. You don't regret it. But keep in mind, I'm just saying, keep in mind that what you're going to find is not going to be what you expect to find. Basically, is what the whole spread is telling us, and the fact that you are actually going to move anyway. So, good luck on the move. Hope everything works out to your benefit. All right, it is a busy deck of cards. Yes, Michelle C. at Soulfully Inspired Life. Hello, how is it going? By the way, please hit like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. We are here every night, and on weekends we're here in the mornings too. So if you don't get your question answered, I'm here every night. All right, Lisa wants to know, is my friend to take advantage of me? All right, is your friend trying to take advantage of me? Will I jinx it? Yes, Brianna, everything is your fault. I'm just kidding. Antonella, welcome. How are you? All right. For this one, we're going to go back to the old reliable wheel. We are. We're going to go to the golden wheel. Because the golden wheel, a different friend. Lisa has a lot of friends. And we're trying to figure out how are they going. There we go. You've already moved. All right, Missy. Cool. I appreciate your feedback. All right. Let's check this out here. G-Dragon Girl, I would appreciate namaste. Okay, so I think G-Dragon Girl wants me to answer a question from up there. Let's figure out what that is real quick before we turn over these cards. We're going to have a moment of tension as everyone tries to figure out what's behind these cards. HX Shimzy, hello, how's it going? It's so good to see you. Okay, so just confused, I love your style, would like a reading. All right, so just on Girl, I'm moving into a holistic life. And we're still scrolling up. I want to know if I've chosen the right path. Okay. So Justin Girl wants to know if we've chosen the right path. Now, before we do that, we're going to go for, is Lisa's friend taking advantage of her? And I'm not sure how these get turned around, but they do. I only do reversals on certain decks, by the way. Some people comment on that. So is your friend trying to take, let me move the cards where you can see the titles. That's always a bonus. That is always a bonus. The Seven of Wheels, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Wheels. I don't think so. Let's find out. Calling to be a tarot reader, spiritual person, stick with mainstream jobs. Hello, Tangerine. Hello, how's it going? And Flambeau. Hello, how are you? All right. So the Seven of Wheels, basically, no. I don't think they're trying to take advantage of you. I think that they're trying to implant some ideas in you. I think they're trying to force some ideas on you. So ideas are not really things that could manipulate, maybe, I guess, sort of. But I don't think they're trying to take advantage of it. I think they're trying to push some ideas on you. They have beliefs that are strong, and they want you to have the same beliefs. Rachel, it's good to see you again. I appreciate you joining. So the Knight of Cups says that they're doing this for almost an emotional advantage, almost like they just do this naturally. It's something they do. Is sort of force ideas on you. And they think it's going to be a good state of affairs once you get hypnotized or whatever they're trying to do. I think they're trying to do that, but I really don't think that they're trying to take advantage of you. They just have ideas that they think are some things that you need to believe in too. So you're going to have to avoid those. And there's also obviously there's pleasant ways to avoid it, to where you're not rude or you're not just going to be a butt or anything like that. Now, the Ace of Wands says, I don't really think they're going to stop. They're always going to do it. Even if you tell them not to, they're going to continue on with that. So the Ten of Wheels, again, I think that, you know, it'll sort of chill out and you'll just get used to it. And it's not a situation that's dangerous. It's not a situation where they're trying to lead you astray into something bad. It's just like, you know, somebody, for example, somebody has a religious belief and they think it's important for everybody to have that religious belief. So they're gonna lecture you on it. They're gonna tell you on it. You know, they're gonna ask you, hey, did you read that book I gave you? So this is that type of person. But are they trying to take advantage of you? I don't really see that. I don't see any take advantage cards like the devil, or something like that. So, you know, overall, I think that they're mostly harmless. They're just annoying. They're just annoying. Tangerine, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So that's Lisa's reading. Jason Girls wants to know, are they on the right path? So let's do JRG. Am I on the right path? Let's find out about that. That would be interesting. What is a right path deck? I do want to use some unusual decks tonight. And the Victorian Romantic Tarot would be great, but let's not use that. Let's use the Legacy of the Divine by Ciro Marchetti. I do love me some Ciro Marchetti decks. Jocelyn, welcome. It's so good to see you, Jocelyn. Missy Joy, thanks. I really appreciate these videos. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, we got some a complete Echoes of Nature course coming tomorrow. Little Smalls, I did not get it yet. I did not get it. If you have an ad blocker, sometimes that will cause issues. Little Smalls, let me know. But sometimes it takes a delay as well. So we'll see if it comes in a couple minutes. So let's find out about the right path or not the right path. It's pronounced dragon. All right. Dragon Girl. Okay. Let's check that out. Legacy of the Divine. I believe, according to what I heard, this is the best-selling deck after the Rider-Waite and Thoth. So it's interesting. It's an interesting deck for sure. Ciro Marchetti, was this his first? No, I don't think so. I think he had something else before this. I'm pretty sure he had something else before this. I don't know. I'd have to go look. So are you on the right path? The King of Wands says basically yes. The King of Wands says yes. Because you can throw down another card on top of the King, like, for example, the Four of Swords. Do we have any other ones? Nope. So we have the Four of Swords with the King of Wands, right? So the Four of Swords, King of Wands combo sort of says, yes, the King of Wands is a very incentivized person. He is air and air, right? He's going to be the person that gets it done, the person that gets things moving. And that's going to be important for you, right? It's going to be important for you because even if you're on the right path, but it doesn't feel right to you, you're not really going to chase things down. You're not really going to get things done. You're going to waver. You're going to delay. You're not going to be incentivized to do anything on the right path. And I think the King of Wands says that you're motivated on this path. And that's going to be a really, really good thing because the Four of Swords is almost like before you were on this path, you were not very motivated. So you had issues getting the motivation out. You had issues getting things done. You know, it's like that hobby that you're just not into anymore. Does that make sense? Lisa, hello. How's it going? Doing a girl. Triple. Whoa, that's a lot. You know, the motivating factor is huge with anything. Because if you're not motivated, you're not going to do anything. It's like the hobby that you got bored of. You're not going to do it anymore. And one of the parts of that is going to be, Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. One of the factors is you weren't motivated before this. So yeah, are you on a motivating path? Absolutely, you've hit it. Now, the Magician says that the path that you're on is one that you're going to be the most comfortable with because that's the one you're going to be the best at. The Magician is the master of his tools. He knows what he's doing. And, by the way, since you are a communicator over there, the Magician is talking about Mercury as well. Mercury as well. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? Because Mercury is going to be important for you, right? Mercury is going to be critical for you with all of your triple signs there. Mercury is going to be very important for you. And getting that mastery is going to be important as well as you sort of go down this path. So you're getting better. You're moving through the path that you need to be on. You're motivated. And the Six of Wands says you're going to be successful because that is the Lord of Victory. The Lord of Victory, success, is an absolute fantastic card to sort of end this out, and with strength after again. So if you're looking for like the best possible cards for a question like this, you definitely have that combination here, which is awesome. So not only are you on the right path, this is absolutely 100% the correct path, but never make path decisions based upon a random dude on YouTube reading cards. Use your better judgment, entertainment purposes only, obviously. So, Little Smalls. I'm not really sure what's going on. Where did you send it to? Okay. So anyway, so yes, absolutely, you are on the correct path. Let's see, 2 seconds when I get my phone. All right. Yes, indeed. Little Smalls. Yes, absolutely. I got your payment. Thank you so much, Little Smalls. I have a new method of payment, by the way. If it doesn't work for Super Chat, you can donate. And that's what Little Smalls did. So sorry about that, Little Smalls. It doesn't pop up. I have to check my phone, which I didn't have with me. That is me not being prepared. Thank you so much, Little Smalls, for your generous donation. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. So, Little Smalls, did you have a question? Let me scroll up here. I think you had. Let's see. I also have ADHD, so I know how that is. All right. Wanted to know the next steps. Connection I have with a Gemini. What is the spiritual connection we have? Well, let's find that out. All right. LS. In connection with Gemini. Okay. Spiritual connection we have, does he feel telepathic vibes that I feel with him? Oh, that's a pretty cool question. Telepathic vibes and the Gemini. That's definitely going to work out well. Definitely going to work out well. I want to use the Encore Tarot. I did spend some money for this, and I am all excited about this. Why am I shuffling it face up? Never shuffle face up. That's just not the way to go. CC Dragon Fairy Tarot, hello. How is it going? All right. And then Rachel, let's see. Dragon Girl. Dragon Girl says, I'm happy about that. Yeah, Dragon Girl, that's the best reading of the night. Dragon Girl just got the best reading of the night. So, yes, I'm extremely ADHD, as you can tell. So, and I'm also just terribly lazy as well. So, yeah, I need to get motivated on the getting this book out for my tarot deck. I need to stop working on the Lenormand deck and get the tarot deck out that everyone bought. So, yeah, that's going to be important there. So, Little Smalls wants to know, next step is connection with the Gemini. Do they feel your connection and all of that good stuff? Let's find out with this tarot deck by Ciro Marchetti. We have a Ciro Marchetti night, apparently. A Ciro Marchetti night, apparently. All right. ADHD is a trait of tarot readers. It could indeed be. Wands and Swords, next step in connection with the Gemini. I think that you're going to have to be a bit more obvious. I think that you have to be a bit more obvious with this person. I'm a Virgo. Let's see. Add me to the list. Nana H wants to know a list. There's no list. Donations take priority. And then I pick at random. Saturday night is always very busy. Grump, thank you. I appreciate all your compliments on the videos. I think this person is going to need a bit more not so subtle hints. Not so subtle hints. We have a Page of Wands and Swords. They don't take hints well. They don't take subtlety well. It's almost like that just having an open communication is going to be a better thing. By the way, entertainment purposes only, never make relationship decisions based upon anything I say. So it seems that they need a bit more less subtle hints. You have the 2-page combo. They don't get it. They're a bit slow in picking it up. They don't get maybe a lot of psychic energy things. They don't get a lot of feelings with when it comes to this particular subject. It's something to where they're more of a communication type person, to where open communication, a communication with them and letting them know, you know, just straight out is going to be a better alternative with this particular person. So they don't take the subtle hints. We got the double page combo, which is never good, The Page of Swords says they're not that good with picking things up psychically. They're not that good with subtlety. The Page of Wands says they could be like me and be a bit lazy, as well. And then we have the sort of the slap in the face page at the very end, just to make it annoying and make more pages. And wait, you did see me. I don't take them off the top of a poorly shuffled deck. I go randomly and grab one. So this is an extremely random pull. And yet, we have 3 pages. Now, I want you to notice, excuse me, I want you to notice which page is missing. Which page is missing out of this? The Cups. Instead of a page, we have the King of Cups. So what is this person good at? What is this person good at? They're good at emotional connections. If you start a relationship with this person, if you get a good emotional connection with this person, it's going to be very valuable to them. They really value that. They value emotional communication. So if you talk from your heart, if you speak with your emotions, they're really going to be good at picking that up, and they're going to be very good at understanding that, and that's going to be more of their tune, right? More of their tune. So we have all of the court is here, and the one that they prefer is an emotional communication or an emotional, something that really hits them emotionally. And a lot of people are like that, right? You see, I'm not saying all Pisces, but my Pisces ex was very emotional. When you had an emotional communication, she stopped and she listened to every word, every single word. But when you tried to reason with her, she pretty much didn't care. So, I mean, some people are just like that, and this could be sort of hinting that this person's big on that. Strength says you need to persevere. You need to persevere, obviously calmly, not annoyingly, but just persevere and just keep gently on track with what you're doing. And that is going to be a key component here, because don't get dissuaded by things that you learn. Don't get dissuaded by things that you hear. Again, they're going to be a good person to communicate with, but they're going to need a bit more straightforwardness with whatever you're trying to communicate. So are they picking up psychically? Absolutely not. Would they be more receptive to an emotional conversation, to where you talk about emotions, you talk about, about feelings and things like that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, the King of Cups really sort of shines in that regard. So anyway, a little small is good luck with all that. I hope that everything works out great. And that sounds like a lot of fun. All right. So we do a Dragon Girl. Let's see. Dragon Girl wanted to know the right path, and I did that. Tangerine, did you have a question? Tangerine said, wow, 3 pages. I wish I could click a button and see one particular person, all of their chat. That would be great. Happy about that. And let's see. Tangerine. Did Tangerine have a question? I don't see a question, Tangerine. If you're just making a donation, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Tangerine says, hi, TarotOracle, made a donation. That's perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jocelyn, what is next for me on my journey with tarot? Let's find out. On my tarot journey. So, Jocelyn, were you making a YouTube channel? I'm not really sure if you were or not. Where's Jocelyn at? JR, where are you at? Let's go to your channel. I think I checked out your channel before and you didn't have anything. I'm going to check it out again, just for double checking here. Go to channel, and channel does not have any content. No. Okay, so you're just privately reading for yourself, or are you reading for other people, Jocelyn? Let me know, like, how that is going. Let's see. Tangerine, my question is right up top before the donation. All right, let's check it out. Oh, there we go. Applying for part-time jobs. Will I get one? If yes, in what apartment? Okay, cool. I'll come back to you. All right, so Jocelyn, let's do her real quick and do the Forest of Enchantment. We have not done that in a while, and we do have green screen. All right, I'm a Virgo. Thought my twin was Aquarius. Reading for friends. Okay, so Jocelyn's reading for friends, sort of chilling out with the buddies and giving them advice, checking out all that good stuff. Let's do that, and then we'll rope back and get your question, Tangerine. Sorry I missed it. I've been up doing quite a bit of stuff today. This is my third live. This is my third live of the day. That is a hard-working tarot reader right there. Please hit like. Please hit the like button for the hard-working TarotOracle over here doing 3 live sessions for you today. 3 live sessions where we're hanging out, doing tarot. And tomorrow I'm going to do 2 live sessions, plus I'm going to start a course. I'm going to start a course on the echoes of nature. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? We're going to have a fantastic intro for that one. I bought a $5 intro that I'm going to use for that, and we're going to put it in After Effects and put our own custom stuff to it. We're going to drink some water right now. All right, get that fresh, cold water, my favorite. By the way, if you do green screens, if you would like to do tarot with green screens, I have a green screen running, and yet look, the only issue I have is right here. That's the only issue, and I have a green screen going. So that's pretty good that you can lay down green cards on a green screen because of my settings. So I'm going to have a class on how to make your settings like this to where you have almost no flickering whatsoever, even though you have a green screen with green cards. So that's going to be exciting. So that'll enable you to do that. I'll show you exactly what I did to make that happen. All right. So we're doing what's next? The Journey with Tarot with Friends. The Weaver of Challenges. I think you're on the right path with what you're doing. I think you're on the right path with what you're doing, especially as far as the face-to-face readings. So the face-to-face reading is going to be important with you and your development with tarot. That's going to be one of the things. I think that you've already encountered some of the problems that Catherine Home, is it free if I bought your cards? Is what free? Can't see the flickering. Oh, you got to look right there. Right there is the flickering. So if I hover, yeah, right there. Anyway, so yeah, I think you're on the right path. I think that you've already encountered the issues that you're going to encounter. And I think that, yes, the class is tomorrow. I think that the issues that you've already encountered need to be researched and fixed. So what's happened is during your readings, you're getting mixed messages. In other words, they'll say, I agree, or they'll say something, but their face and expression and the body language say something different. So what you need to do is just sort of pull the real meaning out of that and try to get some learning experiences from that. So I think you've encountered the issues already. And now it's time strength combined with the Child of Spells. It's time to go back. It's time to go back through the cards that you did on those readings and say, all right, what additional information can I pull from this? What additional things can I find that I encountered? How can I fix it? Okay, in other words, let's say I'm doing the Child of Spells, right? And I'm not really sure what that means. And I say something and it doesn't resonate with that person. It could be something that I'm misinterpreting in this card. So it's time to go back and use your intuition and start doing combinations, right? Maybe the strength going into the child. Maybe the strength that you had is diminishing into the child or the Page of Spells. Maybe the strength is diminishing, or maybe the child going into the 4, right? We're going into the 4 and we're having a bit of a better, more stable 4 from the child. That could be a bit of stability growing or things like that. So in other words, sort of go back and reevaluate how the reading went and reevaluate how you're reading the cards. And I think that that's going to make you grow because it's going to force you to expand your horizons or expand your how you want to tackle the situation. And that's going to be important as you sort of go along. And now that you have done that, now sort of in your own home by yourself, redo the reading and say, because you can take a picture just with your phone, just take a quick picture, of the cards. So redo that reading and on your own. So you take a picture while you're there and then you redo the reading later and say, what could I improve upon? And once you do that a few times, I think that's going to be helpful for you. It's going to be helpful for you. So take a quick picture with your phone And if you see any mixed messages, make a mental note, and then later get the phone picture and put it beside you and lay out the cards again and say, let me reevaluate what I was seeing. And that way your horizons expand a bit. And obviously reading, expanding things, diving into numerology, astrology, Kabbalah, whatever, as you get time. You know, obviously you're doing it casually. It's not something where you just desperately need to do that. And TarotOracle, that guy named TarotOracle, he has great videos on stuff like numerology and astrology and stuff like that. And all of his videos have handouts that you can go and get. And then you can, you know, have cheat sheets. For example, if I were to make a handout, let's say, let's say this one, right? So here's a handout. So this is Cancer. So we're talking about the 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. And this combination here talks about Cancer. And how does Cancer relate to these 3 cards? So if these 3 cards come up in a reading, how will that relate? Is this something that I can use in my readings as well, right? Anyway, so it's, you know, stuff like that, obviously. So just use those handouts, check them out, and sort of learn from all of that stuff. All right, let's go back to here and turn off the Cancer. There we go. I love cheat sheets. I have a lot of cheat sheets. CC Dragon Fairy Tarot. I have a class today on how to do tarot readings on YouTube, and it came with a cheat sheet. So you can check that out right now. Why am I changing that screen? Go back to this screen. Thank you. All right, so we got Jocelyn, we got Tangerine. We covered, did we cover Little Smalls? We covered Little Smalls. Anybody that I missed? Anybody that I missed before I start picking people at random? Tangerine. Miss Tangerine. Okay, Tangerine, let's cover you here. Tangerine wants to know, applying for PT, will I get one? All right, let's find out what jobs you are going to get and try that out. I ask you, Oracle, did it myself, rip. Professional reader, save me time. There you go. All right. Yep, we got you covered. We got you covered. So this calls for the job screen. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying this calls for the job screen. It does. It does. We have to use the job screen because Brianna came in the stream. And the first thing she said is, when are we going to use the job screen? I've been waiting for the job screen all day. I think Brianna was even here in the morning, and she was asking me about the job screen then. So we have to do that. We have to do that. Absolutely. All right. Do you see new love coming for Anna? All right. Lisa, been kind of down today. What does this next week have for me? Yeah. Lisa, I hear you. I was down today. I got that high blood pressure attacks again today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going to go and relax after this. Do some eats. Do some eating. Let's see. We have the, what is this called? This is so sad. I have no idea what it's called. The Wizard's Tarot. That's it. The Wizard's Tarot. And it is upside down. All right. We have a lot of biases that cloud our intuition. Brianna is totally correct. Totally correct. Reading for yourself is sometimes tough because you're really concerned about it. So then you read for yourself and it doesn't make any sense. So then you pull different cards and it doesn't make any sense still. And then you go to the job screen and everything makes sense after you go to the job screen. Whoa. All right. Let me pick up this card that I dropped. Okay. But, you know, once you go to the job screen, everything makes sense. Everything starts to make sense. You just need the job screen. That's all you need. So, Page of Pentacles. Where are we going for that? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, applying for part-time job. Would I get one? Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Swords. Well, that's interesting. We could pull some more info out of that. Got the Eight of Cups with the Page of Swords. I know what the Page of Pentacles means. I immediately know what that means. Now, we're trying to figure out what the rest of it means. Okay, so one of the important parts here is that you can't see chat in the job screen. All right, sure. Page of Pentacles means, yes, you're going to get a job, part-time job. So if we had the King of Pentacles, maybe the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles would be great. And we don't have that. We have the Page of Pentacles pointing to part-time or smaller jobs, right? The Page of Pentacles, a bit of that smaller action there. The Page of Pentacles is pretty focused. It's pretty focused. I think that you are going to get a job. You're going to get a part-time job. And it's going to be something that's going to be, you know, a fair amount of work. A fair amount of work. Now, reading Tangerine. Applied for a part-time job. Will I get one? All right. So, let's see. Lisa Weatherford. Have a job, want another one, need money. Yeah. I think the next job that you're looking for, the part-time job that you're applying for, is going to be successful. You're going to get it. Now, whether you want to stay there or not, let's look at the rest of the cards. The Five of Swords says maybe not. Maybe not. There is going to be a bit of conflict at the job, and it's going to be with your manager. I don't think your manager is the nicest person in the world. So it could be a mixture of a lot of different things, one of which is going to be your manager's not exactly the type of person that you want to be around. I do think the manager is on the decline, or I do think the manager is on the exit stage left, and they sort of going through that. See, what department? I don't know. What departments do I have to choose from? In what department? It could be one of a million things. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got imagery-wise? What department do we have? The department where you tie people to a tree. The department where you tie people to a tree. No. Maybe the rope department. But the Queen of Wands, I don't think you're gonna have some issues with that manager, and I think they're eventually gonna be leaving anyway. So I would not be too concerned about that. The Four of Wands, I think that job is going to lead you to something completely different. Something completely different. The next job, sort of the next thing that you have, is a completely different part-time job. And we have that indicated by the Four of Wands, in other words, a home, right? A home. But also this particular Four of Wands is looking into a mirror, or looking into an opening, or looking into a gap. And you don't really see that a lot. And this other space is where you're going to be going, because the Ace of Wands is going to be the incentive you have to go there. So that's going to be sort of thrust upon you to go to a different part-time job. So I think you're going to be okay after this person leaves, and you know the rest of the time you're pretty much going to be going through that. So I think you're going to move to a different part-time job. Now the other part-time job is going to be one where you're going to be working alone a lot. You're going to have an assignment, and you're going to be working alone, and I don't think that it's going to be I think that you're going to be pretty content there for a while as well, but you end up leaving. It's like you leave jobs, you leave them jobs. I don't think you're going to find one that's going to be a full-time job to where you're getting medical benefits, you're getting retirement, you got the 401k and the pension. I don't see that. I see a lot of leaving jobs. The first one, again, you get it. I think that the person is kind of a butt to you. She ends up leaving. I think that you end up leaving that job anyway because you're overall dissatisfied with that. And I think that you head over to a new job. At the new job, we have the Eight of Cups, which means you leave again. So, I mean, you do have opportunities coming. I do think you get jobs. I don't think you have a problem getting jobs. So, I do think that you get bored with jobs easily. I think that you have, okay, so a part-time job, again, Elizabeth, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. A part-time job is not a permanent position anyway, and I think you're looking for something that's more permanent. And when you don't find that, when you don't find something that's more permanent, when you find people that are just going to use you and they don't really care about your talents, they don't care about what you're good at, they don't care about you, right? Because a lot of jobs do actually care about you, oddly enough. And they will, my manager was a bitch. Yeah. Well, you know, that's what they do. Sometimes that's how it goes, but you need something to where people care about you. People understand you. People know your talents and they know your limitations, and they're going to put you in an assignment that represents that. And until you find that, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. And that is quite the challenge, right? Especially at a part-time job to where they're used to people coming and going and all of that. They don't really care what your talents are. They don't care what your skills are. They don't care what you're good at, and they don't assign you in the correct spots. So, I mean, you're going to get jobs and you're going to leave them, bottom line. So anyway, I hope you find something great, and I hope you find something fantastic where they can do that. hopefully you can find a part-time job where you can convert to a full-timer. And then that way you're going to have a bit more of a chance for things to work out that way. Anyway, all right. Saeed, come back when my name is Arn. All right. Okay, we're doing the last question. We're ending soon. I do have another private reading tonight that I need to prepare for. So Saturday night's usually busy, but this is kind of nice and relaxed. Reading for Tangerine. All right, let's find out. How's my love life looking this year? I like professionals. It is very difficult, so I ask you, okay. I've been kind of down today. What does next week have for me? Lisa has been kind of down. This is going to be the last one. Thanks for hanging out with us, Lisa. What's happening next week? What is happening next week? And for this one, what is a good next week deck? I'm thinking the Echoes of Nature. No. I'm thinking the Tarot in Wonderland would be excellent. Hello, Meshel. You're still here. That's awesome. Appreciate it. What does next week have in store? Oh, this shuffles so well. I love this deck. I do. Is it correctly oriented? Yes. All right. Do this. Then we'll go eat. I need this. Okay, cool. No problem, Lisa. Glad to hang out. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. This is so fun. I'll be here tomorrow night, and I'll be here tomorrow morning as well. So if you didn't get your question answered, I'm here all the time. Okay, we need to switch the. Did I reading title? Lisa. How is next week? The title doesn't come over from the other screen? Well, that is weird. That is weird. All right. How's next week? Oh. Okay. Next week, I don't know. Next week will be a combination. Next week will be a combination. Great night from Canada. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Found in Wonderland. Of course you love this deck. You're named after this deck. So, the Knight of Swords points to next week's going to be fairly busy, right? Next week's going to be fairly busy. I think you're going to get some things moving that you've been delaying, that you've been putting off. I think that you put stuff off sometimes, and you put stuff. Lenormand as well. Antonella, Antonella knows what's up. Antonella, see, has the patterns down. Of the TarotOracle guy. I think next week is going to be a mixture. I think at the beginning of the week, you're going to be down again. I think that it's just that time. I think the Mercury retrograde is going to sort of be hitting you with the Three of Swords. It doesn't mean exactly a heartbreak. You're not going to lose somebody or whatever, but the Three of Swords is the Mercury retrograde is going to hit you on Monday and Tuesday. You're gonna say something. People are not really going to understand it well. You have to repeat yourself sometimes, and that's just the way it goes. The Eight of Wands says you're going to get moving on a project that you've been delaying, or at least you're going to think about it. Will you actually do it? Yeah, I don't know. The Two of Pentacles says maybe, maybe not. We got a 50-50 chance with that Two of Pentacles over there. But I think you're going to have to be juggling as well with the Two of Pentacles. Some things in your life that need to be done. One of those is trying to figure out what your priorities are, right? What your priorities are. So a lot of times we're busy, but we're not making much progress. Does that make sense? We're busy, but we're going in circles like the rat in the wheel. So don't be the rat in the wheel next week. That's going to be important for you. You're going to be juggling a lot of different things. Make sure you figure out your priorities. Make sure you figure out things that really need to be taken care of and do those first. Map it out and be wise and be smart about next week, because you are going to be juggling things. You're going to have miscommunications happen. So make sure that word your statements well, word your emails well, and make sure that you read those before you send, because again, we're going to have miscommunication, right? This happens all the time at work, happens all the time in life. But the Eight of Wands says, at the end of the week, you're sort of ready to move on. You're ready to move out of that week. So a mixed week. So there we go. Anyway, that is it for me. I'm going to go eat some food. Again, I'm back tomorrow night at the same time. And I'm back tomorrow morning. So come back in 11 and a half hours and I will be here. If you did not get your question answered, I'm here 2 times tomorrow. And I will see you then. And look for the Echoes of Nature course starting tomorrow. See you next time.